There was violence in this very spot of Haryana's Gurugram last night. We are coming to you from outside a religious structure in the sector 57 of Gurugram, which was attacked by a mob of around 70 to 80 people last night around midnight. Now, this under construction religious structure that you are seeing was set on fire by this mob of around 70 to 80 people. This religious structure is under construction. You can see that there is a covering around also, and this covering existed even before the attack happened, because this is an under construction religious structure. But there used to be prayers that used to happen inside this. Hundreds of people used to gather here in the basement for prayers, and this structure has been attacked. It has been damaged by a mob of around 70 to 80 people, as I mentioned. Now, the attack happened at around midnight last night, and in that attack, 2 people were specifically attacked. One person who was attacked, he has unfortunately died. He was attacked with swords by that mob, and he died before he could even reach the hospital. He was the head of this religious structure. On the other side, the other person who was attacked, he is still in the ICU fighting for his life. He is in a critical condition in a hospital nearby, and he also had sword wounds and gun wounds as well, according to the information that we're getting from the hospital. Now, what we can also tell you about the police action that has been taken in this case so far, the commissioner of the Gurugram police has confirmed to us that till now 5 people have been arrested in this very case of this religious structure attack. So, as I've mentioned, that it was a mob of around 70 to 80 people that was involved in the attack of this religious structure. But out of them, 5 people have been arrested till now by the Gurugram police. I should also mention here that this spot where I'm standing is just around 10 kilometers from the national capital. This is in Haryana's Gurugram. It comes in the national capital region. It comes in the NCR region, and this spot is just around 10 kilometers away from main Delhi. And this is where this violence happened. And the violence really started from Haryana's New, which is about 50-60 kilometers away from here. It's about 60 kilometers away from here. And that's where the violence had started, but it had spread to other areas in Gurugram as well last night. Though fortunately the situation today is under control. There are no reports of any violence till now today, but this violence happened last night. And the violence, as I mentioned, started in Haryana's New, and it started around yesterday afternoon, when there was a procession that was being carried out by the VHP, or the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. It was a procession that involved thousands of people, and they were carrying out a procession, and during that the violence started. Why was the violence triggered? According to the information that we have till now, Monu Manesar, which is a well-known cow vigilante and a mob, and he is a lynching accused. He was accused in the killing of Junaid and Nasir, who were found dead in a charred car in the month of February. Now, Monu Manesar, who has several of these criminal cases against him, he had put out a video just a couple of days ago, saying that he will be present in that procession by the VHP. He will be present for that Yatra, and he had asked several of his supporters, and he had asked several other people to join that Yatra because he's going to be there. And the locals in that area, in Nu, retaliated to that, and that's where the violence really started, because they thought that Monu Manesar is there for the Yatra. Though the police till now have not confirmed to us whether Monu Manesar was there or not, but he was allegedly there for the Yatra, and that is what triggered the violence, according to the information that we have till now from the police and from the locals here as well. And the violence started in Nu, and it spread to areas of Gurugram as well. This area is about 60 kilometers away from Gurugram, and if I could also give you some context about this area, as I've mentioned, this is about 10 kilometers away from main Delhi, and it's also about just 8 kilometers away from Cyber Hub, which has several skyscrapers, offices of multiple MNCs, multinational corporations, and that is a hub of MNCs, and that is just around 8 kilometers from this spot that saw violence last night. And because of that, the police have also heightened their security. As you can see, additional forces have been deployed. The police have heightened security at most religious structures in this area and also in Nu. There was also section 144 imposed in Gurugram and in Nu as well, and schools, colleges, all educational institutions have also been shut in Gurugram, in Nu and in Faridabad as well, where this violence had spread. But fortunately, the situation today is under control. There's heavy police presence here, and there are no incidents of fresh violence that have been reported. But extremely concerning news that we have of several places that have been attacked, several cars that have been set on fire, and one religious structure also set on fire in Gurugram, just kilometers away from the national capital. In Gurugram, in Haryana, with camera person AJ Joseph, Priyanshi Sharma for NDTV.